What is the downfall of man? Well, I think there's more than one. But the main one, I believe, is pride. Mankind's pride, I think, has been the downfall of it since our birth of the species. And only because it segregates us as a whole, species, like I said, as beings in themselves. I think the funniest thing is watching man interact with other man, or woman, whatever. I'm not trying to be sexist, but it segregates itself within culture, religion, politics. I mean, all these different things that just, they all think they're better than one another, and that's what bothers me all the time, is that cultures think they're better than this, or my race thinks you're better than this, and that pride. If you look at the facts, destroy civilizations. That pride has ruined society and everything for years. Look at the Romans. They got ahead of themselves, thought they were the shit, and didn't overlook things, and people snuck in and tore everything down. Plagues. You think you can sustain everything, and then something smaller than you that you think is smaller than you comes in and gives you a disease, and your whole nation's dead. The point is that man, because of its pride, believes it's better than every other species, and at the moment maybe that is true, but you still got to think you live on this earth, you have to have some kind of unity to keep going, to evolve, to go to that next level of transcendence, and like I said, if you look at anything, what we got right now, you got riots in different states because of whatever, but these class of people or these cultures, what are they doing? They're hurting their own society within that. You're burning down buildings that are owned by the same people that are you. It's not your enemy that you're hurting by burning down, your mom and pop grocery store or whatever. It's your own culture. And that's what that pride does to people. It blinds them so bad that they can't even see what they think they're standing up for something, And I'm all about standing up for things and making things righteous and trying to stick it to the man or whatever because you think you're being held down. But do not let that pride blind you and make you think that burning down your own house proves a point, that doesn't prove a fucking point. That shows that you're a fucking moron, and that's what I'm saying with human nature. It's just watch people interact. We all think we're better than each other because of whatever, and I don't know what it is that puts us in our minds, or if we're born like that or created like that or whatever it is, but it's just amazing. The more and more I see it, the more and more I think that actually maybe we're the lowest life forms there are. You can't even run the world in which you exist. Do you think you could run anything else beyond this realm? And that's funny, because I think if we were created by something greater than ourselves, I wonder if it created us to make us this way, to see if we could figure out the test. Like it was a test, like if they can overcome this, maybe they'll be good enough to come into our world, or go into our ship, or whatever the hell they fucking have, But I feel like if they did that, we're doing this test, and we keep failing over and over again, And then if there is a creator and it's looking down on us, it's just shaking its fucking head like, I wasted fucking time creating these people. This. Think of it, the vast technology that we can do. We've made so many leaps and bounds in technology, but yet our communication and our ability to interact with each other has not evolved. If anything, it's gotten worse. It's like you think you're better because you're supposedly smarter, because you built a computer or you built a gas engine or something. But if you look at it, as we evolve as a human species, we lose certain character traits that we might have had in the beginning. Like, okay, so now we use our brain all the time to create this. So 9 times out of 10, I'm smart enough that in an altercation, I could outwit you, or diffuse the situation with my mind. But what about that one time? What about that 10%? Well, and I guess if it's 9 out of 10, it'll be 10%. But what about that one time that doesn't diffuse, and you have to go back to your roots before you evolved into this thing, with your mind. You have to go back to just, scrapping one-on-one, and because you don't use that anymore, you've kind of lost it. It's like the fifth toe on our foot, or our tail. We don't use it anymore, so it's obsolete and it goes away. People think of life like that all the time, and I go, you got a long life to live. That chance is always there in life, and I'm going on to something else because that's what I do. But basically, like I said, pride is what holds us there. Pride is what keeps us in that box. And I'm not saying don't be proud of what you do. You need some kind of insurance or assurance, whatever the fuck it is, in life to make you feel special. And that's fine. But, just because you dress a certain way or get tattoos or put a bunch of holes in your face, and you're proud of that, doesn't make you cooler than the next guy or better than the other guy, or because you can play basketball or something. The bottom line is, human beings are worthless no matter what you are. And until we can actually find some kind of solid ground to come together, then whatever it is just gonna pick us apart. And that's the thing. That's how wars are won, divide and conquer. And I don't know if we as the species just aren't seeing that or what, but whatever it is, whether it's government, God, or whatever you want to call it, it's doing a damn good job of picking us apart and making us turn on one another. And I don't know, maybe I'm just getting fed up of at other people maybe not seeing that, or maybe they are, they're just not seeing it, or maybe they're just like me, they're sitting on a porch and ranting and raving on the internet.